Hello everybody. Today we're going to work on our own Cubist style portrait inspired by what we've been studying with Pablo Picasso. I want you to take a look at some of the portraits from Pablo Picasso and have us talk about them for a few moments before you start working on your own. So here we see a portrait by Pablo. This was actually supposed to be of his wife Jacqueline and their dog. In a way, it looks like two people sitting there, but it's actually just one. And if you look at the face area, you can see two distinct profiles. The left side of this portrait, she's facing right. And on the right side of the portrait, it looks to me like she's facing left. And you can see the two eyes facing different directions, the two ears, and the eyebrows there. Her dress is green, the chair is blue, and then you can see their dog, some type of a hound. Okay? And then the next one, I combined two of his portraits here for us to study for a minute. So first, let's look at the woman on the left, the one that's wearing the hat. We'll look at her first, and what my eye focuses on is between her bright red lips or that large eye that's really in the center of the portrait, and it's looking to our left. Also, I think going along with that perspective, you have her black hair tied in a blue ribbon. That looks like it's all to the perspective of a profile looking to the left. And then refocusing on that other eye, that eye is looking directly at us. And the hat drawn on her also looks like it's a face forward perspective. And then I look at the nose and I can't quite place which perspective is that nose coming in. All we see is those two nostrils. Her hand is distorted. I don't see which way that's coming from. But her dress, the angle of her body kind of looks face forward. It's going in line with that hat, right? And then the image to the right is another woman. It's the woman that's sitting in the chair there, and you see she has the striped background. Before we talk about her, let's remember what Picasso is trying to accomplish in these portraits. When you first glance at them, they might seem kind of disturbing. They're definitely distorted. And what's happening is our brains are used to looking at an image from one perspective only. We look at someone from the side view, and that's how we see them. Or we're coming into a room and we see them face on. But what if you could see an image, or what if you could see a person at a 360-degree angle all at once? It reminds me of a fly or another insect that has that special vision, like all the lenses on its eye that can see 180 or 360. I'm not sure scientifically exactly how they see, but I know they see different. They have a lot of lenses on their eye. It reminds me in some ways of that. Picasso is trying to give us a portrait of a person, and they're always just one person. It may look like to you he's combining more than one person together, but really as you study them, they're always just one person, but from all different perspectives, and then put back together so that we can see 3D in a different artistic way. Okay, so let's look again at that woman on the right here. I noticed that larger eye with the red pupil first, and that looks to me like it's facing us directly. And what else here looks like it goes with that eye? The eyebrow over it, almost, could be a little askew. The body, just the body in the chair, most of that looks faced forward, or at least the dress does. Do you think the neck is perhaps facing towards our right? Could be. I think at least half of her hair is also combined with the face forward perspective. And then from there, you look at that other eye. Okay? The other eye, the one that's, I don't know, it looks kind of greenish in the center. That one is looking towards the left. But if you look at the profile in the direction of the nose, that person is actually facing towards the right. So we have a really different perspective there. We have face forward, a left profile, and a right profile, all in one. The hand is distorted in some way. It's twisted. Not sure which kind of a view that is. Maybe each of those fingers is from a different perspective. The one I'm talking about, the hand near her face that's touching the ear. And then look at the hand that's resting on the arm of the chair. To me, that's an unnatural position. I would think that it would be, we would be seeing the back of the hand, but to me, the way that's drawn, that looks like the palm of the hand, with the finger and the fingernails the other way. So I don't know. What do you think? So as you look at the portraits, and I have a few more before I end the video, try to get your mind to look at them in a fun way, sort of like a puzzle. Which pieces of these portraits, which pieces of the face are looking at me face forward? Which ones are looking at me from a top-down perspective? Which ones did he draw from a left profile? Which ones did he draw from a right profile? Or which ones did he draw looking, if you were looking up at a person? Not all of his portraits have all of those perspectives, but see if you can find them in these different portraits that I've showed to you, and think about that when you're making your own portrait. Okay, to do our project today, you're going to draw your own Picasso-style portrait, and you'll know you've done it correctly if you didn't try to make a realistic portrait. You could start by warming up. I took a Sharpie and I drew a couple faces from different perspectives on a smaller sheet of paper, just to warm up and to see what it was like. I think one good way to start, if you're just not sure, is to take a sheet of copy paper and draw the outline of your face. Doesn't have to be an oval or a traditional shape. It can be a different shape. Then from there, split it in half, drawing the profile. So I'm going to draw a profile of someone looking towards the right. There's his forehead. There's the nose. There's some lips. And there's coming back down into making a chin. This is the profile of a person. His nose and everything's pointing this way, but I'm just going to draw 2 nostrils right here just to change it up. And on this side, I'm going to draw a side view of an eye looking towards the left, even though this part of the face probably is face forward. I'm just going to do it that way. So that's just a way to start. I don't want you to watch me draw. I want you to think of your own, so I'm not going to show you a whole drawing. I do want you to draw on a piece of copy paper or white paper, sketch paper that's smaller than your notebook. You can see this is my notebook, and I want us to put a colorful background behind our drawing. So draw in pencil on a sheet of paper smaller than your notebook. And when you get a drawing done, you can outline it with black marker. In order to draw mine and to get some ideas, I took some pictures of my son from different perspectives. And if you're really not sure how to start, I would suggest you do the same thing. Take some pictures of somebody in your family from the left view, from the right view, below, above, face forward, and then look at those. Look at how the eye looks facing forward, look at how their eye looks facing down, and so on, and draw the different parts on your portrait. And when you get that done in pencil on a piece of scrap paper or a piece of copy paper, sketch pad paper, outline it in black Sharpie. So my Picasso style portrait is all traced in black now. Started with pencil, traced all the lines in black. Now I'm going to color it in, and I decided to just use crayons. We haven't used crayons yet, and I feel like you probably have crayons at home. So I picked out kind of a color palette of crayons that I liked, and we're going to just color this in with crayons. Or you could use colored pencils. I wouldn't suggest that you use paint on this light kind of paper, lightweight paper, because it won't take paint very well. So go ahead and get your portrait all colored in. Once you have your awesome portrait colored in, either in crayon or color pencil or even marker, I want you to cut it out. So cut away any white background that you left. When you're drawing the initial head shape, make sure that the head shape is not larger than your notebook that you're going to put this in, that you use for Art Through the Ages. So you want your head shape to easily fit into your notebook. All right, here's my guy based off my son, and I've got some colored paper here. I have 3 different colors. Choose at least 2 for your background. I'm going to trim off a little bit of this one so it fits better. This is going to go down as my first part of my background. So you want 2 to 3 pieces of different colored construction paper or colored paper that you have that you can glue down. Okay, just to show you, this is my notebook. This is my Art Through the Ages notebook. There's my biography on that side. Can't see it all. And then this over here is the page where my Cubism portrait's going. So I'm going to glue this paper down. I'm going to glue these that I've cut into some random shapes down. And then I'm going to glue my Cubist style portrait over top of that so that he kind of has a colorful background. I'm going to arrange these a little bit in the background until I like them. And then I will show you how it looks when it's finished. There's my finished Cubism portrait. I think that we should all sign our portraits with our last name, since we are feeling inspired by Picasso, and that's what he did. Sometimes he signed up here. He signed in a lot of different spots. So I'm going to put Bernhardt at the top of mine. And I'm looking forward to seeing how yours turn out. Make sure you take a picture, upload it for me in the assignment section of the website, and I'll be the only one that can see it, and I will leave you some feedback on it. Okay? Have a great day.